Pokemon may be my favorite franchise, but drawing the individual creatures are a challenge, especially with how the art style has evolved over the years. So to get more practice in, I've invited my friend and art commentator, Fionapollo, to join me as we draw each other's Pokemon teams. Think of it as a Draw My Life style video, but as Pokemon.
Hey folks, happy to be here. Fun fact, before I hit my stride with commentary, my first ever video on my channel was a Pokemon challenge inspired by the wonderful Madrybread, where I tried to beat Pokemon Emerald using my favourite Gen 3 Mon, Sableye. Yeah, everyone's always surprised when I tell them that, almost as much as when I say I love Ralts but don't like Gardevoir. That video was a really helpful test run of how to properly record, edit and composite videos to come, and it also worked as a great channel icebreaker.
That's so funny because that's how I practice editing too. I did a randomized Pearl Nuzlocke inspired by channels like Original 151, United Gamer, Asteroid, and King Corefish. So if anyone out there is inspired to get into video making, it's definitely a great start in learning the basics. Now on to the teams!
Oh, wow. Birds of a feather, am I right? Speaking of which, the two of us also worked on a video over on my channel to do with art advice online. Feel free to check it out after this one.
My team consists of Bulbasaur, a shiny Baneri, Beautifly, Butterfree, and Flygon. Picture it, a 16-year-old sheltered artiste growing up in Kanto, unsure of what her journey should be. And then she sees it, a commercial for Pokemon contests. Since then, she had her heart set on exploring the Sinnoh region and becoming a top coordinator with a fabulous team of her own. Granted, Sinnoh is my favorite region of all time. BDSP was peak and I'll die on that hill! But I wanted Kanto to be my home region because I've been playing Pokemon since the days of Red on the Game Boy Color. And as you could imagine who my forever starter would be. Bulbasaur is my baby, my number one, my literal son I've had since he hatched from an egg. He doesn't feel the need to evolve, wanting to prove his worth as he is. He loves decorating his bulb for themed contests and helps manage the team. On our journey, we stumbled across a shiny Baneri by chance and rescued him from poachers. They're a bit of a diva at times, but Baneri has an eye for fashion and loves to strut his stuff. Butterfree and Beautifly are a package deal because they've been in love since their first evolution stage. A great performance duo, Butterfree brings the dazzle with his powder-based moves, and Beautifly's agile flying keeps all eyes on him. Finally, we have my timid Flygon. After evolving, he's been sort of self-conscious about his size and not as confident to perform like he did as a Trapinch. Flygon has been on a self-love journey we've all been working together to rebuild his self-esteem, and making great progress to have him performing again. Overall, my team and I would journey through Sinnoh and eventually other regions to become top coordinator. I'm giving a TLDR version of my team's backstory because I eventually want to make a full, in-depth length lore dump of just how we met and with all the little details, because I have so many ideas brewing in my mind that I want to get out, but I didn't want to overwhelm Fiona with their lore all at once and just spoil too much for their own video. But yeah, that's my team. Those are my babies. It was not on purpose that most of their names started with a B.
So my team includes Sableye, Clefable, Dunsparce, Loudred, and Lunatone. I decided to go for a mostly cave-dwelling team because not only is it one of the places I spent the most time in as a kid when level grinding, but as you all may know, Gen 3 had a fun little mechanic known as a secret base, where the player could use the technical move's secret power on a special tree, wall indent, or something else to pick out a space where you could make your own little customizable room within the game. I almost always went for one of the wall indents accessible through Whismur Cave between Rustboro and Verdanturf. Because of that, I thought the cave theme would be pretty apt. Naturally, my first Mon is Sableye, who I chanced upon in Granite Cave one time and realised he really liked chowing down on some rocks. After letting him help himself to a rock collection I had to hand, we became fast friends and now travel through all the different caves of the regions so that he can sample the various rock varieties and maybe nibble the odd Pokemon on the way. Don't tell anyone. It's gotten to the point where we have a very detailed flavour chart containing things like what mineral traces are found where and whether or not they tickle Sabi's taste buds. Next up, we meet Clefable. Originally a Clefairy we ran into in Kanto when collecting mineral samples from Mount Moon. She was curious about what we were doing and was completely unfazed by Sabi's scary face and retaliated with disarming voice, causing us to have to retreat. She must have thought it was a game because she kept chasing us up until we hit a section of the cave containing a vein of moonstones and, well, upon seeing that, Clefairy kinda helped herself to one. The now evolved Clefable decided from then on to accompany us as our muscle so that we don't get smacked up, down and sideways by any other fairy types. Up next, we ran into Dunsparce in Johto's Dark Cave completely by accident. Sabi must have caught a whiff of some pretty tasty mineral deposits because he didn't even notice the hole Dunsparce dug for its tunnel until he fell in. We spent the next few hours crawling around and trying to find him until we came across Sabi trying to shake off a hilariously infatuated Dunsparce. And hey, we still haven't shaken it off yet. He comes in pretty handy for a quick escape attempt, I must say. After all that exploring in the nearby regions, we decided to come back home to Hoenn for a while. Back to our roots, as it were, and decided to check out Whismur Cave. Unbeknownst to us at the time, but once we were a decent way into the cave, there seemed to be quite the commotion. Once we managed to get past many a crying Whismur, it turned out that the source of the noise was a Loudred who was trying to get his pals to follow it to one of the exit points. But because of its volume, the Whismur were too overwhelmed to listen. Instead, we decided to follow him, and he proceeded to point out one of the indents within the cliffside. As it turned out, this Loudred knew secret power. We eventually pieced together that it went and learned the move to try and create quiet spaces for its fellow cave inhabitants for when it got too loud for them. Instead, we offered for him to join our team and for the base he created to be our hub of operations. Finally, we headed over to Meteor Falls to sample one of the rarest minerals on our list, meteorite. Unfortunately, we struggled to find any as it appeared that someone else beat us to it, but what we did end up coming across was an injured and trapped Lunatone who was stuck due to a wall cave-in. And wouldn't you know it, they thanked us by leading us to a lesser-known passage that contained trace amounts of the meteorite mineral we were looking for. Afterwards, it seemed they didn't want to stick around in this particular cave anymore due to the incident, so we opted to let it come back with us to base. So, there you have it, a team of Hoenn-based cave dwellers on a mission to do a mineral sampling of every cave and cavern across all the regions. And we still have many more to go.
So for the art, we have not seen each other's final pieces, and we're gonna reveal them in 3, 2, 1, live reaction! Okay, so this for our live reactions, neither of us have seen the artwork, so I'm gonna share mine first with Apollo. And here is your team.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you got everything! You got Clefairy the muscle, you got all the gems, we're in a secret base! Oh, and Lunatone's even got plasters, I love it. Oh my god, that's so cute!
Oh, I'm so glad you like it. Drew Sableye just hanging out on your lap,
chowing down
on some gems.
I love it. Just reminds me of my cat. Oh,
I'm so glad you like it.
Oh, this is great. Oh, I really hope you like yours. Oh god, I'm a little nervous now.
No, I was the one who was more nervous.
Alright, you ready?
Okay, yes, I'm ready.
Whew, okay. Bit more of an abstract background on my end, but here we go.
No! Oh my goodness! Oh! Oh my gosh, they all look so darling!
All posing for the contest debut.
Oh my gosh, they're all so cute! Oh my gosh, I love that you went like with vertical. I love that. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it was originally landscape. You'll probably see that in like the speed paint itself. I did flip it around because it felt like kind of the composition wasn't really working when it was too wide. This seemed to work better for like the flyers in the team. But yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Look at little dudes. Oh, look at Bulbasaur. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. They look so good. Oh, I love the background too. It looks like a cute contest background.
Yeah, I thought, I don't know, with your outfit and Buniri, and it just kind of brought everything together, and like there was a really good contrast with the green, so I thought like the cute theme would work, because they are all adorable, look at them.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it.
Oh, this was so fun to make.
Dude, I love this. I want to do more of a Draw My PokéLife series with more artists now, because this is just great.
Yes! Oh my god, that would be so good.
Essentially Draw My Life / art trade with other artists, calling every artist out there.
Heck yeah. Anyone who's interested, like, you know, just hit us up.
Please. Thank you so much. Oh,
Thank you
I love it.
Oh, this was such a good idea.
I want to give a big thanks to Fionapollo for joining me on this collab. And if you folks want to see more of us, go check out the art advice video we did on her channel. It was a lot of fun to make despite the serious subject.
Honestly, thank you so much for having me. I always appreciate getting to do something different from time to time. We hope you all have a dazzling day, everyone, and please do check out the art advice video on my channel after this one.